Good morning, everybody. I'm Micheline, and I am here today with
Maggie and Esme. Hi.
So this is a special day for me because she's all the way in Oklahoma, so she doesn't often get to film with us anymore. You're just right next door. Anyway, we are with Americana Long Arm Quilting. We do custom quilting and long arming, and you can find a link to our website in the description below. The evolution of this video, this quilt, is a little bit different than what we normally come up with. We went to a quilt show this past weekend as a vendor.
It was so fun.
It was a ball. They were so nice. Got a piece of Esme hair on my lip. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about that quilt show, even though it's already in the past. This was the Celebration of Quilts, the Anderson area quilt show. And it was put on by two quilt guilds, and I really want to give a shout out to both of them. That was the Electric City Quilters Guild and the Prickly Fingers Quilters Guild. They were lovely.
So nice. Every single one of them.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And they could cook.
Oh yeah, they can.
Because they made the vendors breakfast and lunch both Friday and Saturday. So we didn't have to worry about running it out and getting anything. They took care of us. They would even come if you were alone, which we were not. It was Maggie and I and Leah and Savannah and Esme even came and made an appearance on Saturday. So it was really, really fun. We had plenty of people, but there were other people that periodically they were by themselves and they would come sit in their booth while they went and ate. They were so nice.
How sweet.
So we'll definitely be going back. They do that show every other year. We'll be back again. We also, the lady in the booth next to us, super nice lady. She had a store called the Maasai store, Maasai. So I hope I'm saying that correctly. Her name was Minala.
Yeah.
Minala Grace. And she had African print fabrics for sale and clothing for sale. And I bought this lovely jumper. I'm not the best model, but I have been looking for one of these and I absolutely fell in love with it. She also did jewelry and she had these wonderful baskets. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? She told me that she washes her vegetables in the basket, that you can wash vegetables in it and get it wet, and it's just fine. So loved her. We'll leave a link to her information in the description below. We also had made another friend there, and she made all these beautiful ceramic pieces of jewelry. I'll come up close so that you can see my pretty earrings and my bracelet. Maggie had some too. I forgot to tell you, where are your earrings today? She is Sarah Dixon, and the name of her business is Being Sarah Dixon, and she makes beautiful things. We'll leave a link to her in the description below as well. All right, let's talk about this quilt and why we chose to do this quilt. When we go to a quilt show, we do a giveaway. We take along one of our vintage machines. Is she getting heavy?
A little.
Yeah. So we take along our vintage machines, and in this case it was our Singer 15. It's a 1953 model. And we sew a quilt and then give it away to somebody who has purchased something either from our booth or from the Quilters Guild's booths. And so that promotes a little bit of activity there, and that's wonderful. We had we had 160 people sign up, and so that might not sound like a lot, but that was a lot, and there was a lot of people come through that show, and it was a lot of fun. Anyway, we chose this quilt to make. Now, this is not my quilt. This is not my design. This is the Ramona Quilt by Jennifer Jones, and I saw it and I fell in love with it. I love how you get two stars out of it, one out of the background and one out of the prints. So I said, well, we just got to do that. Now, because it's not my pattern, can't give you sizes and things like that, sizes, quantities, and stuff like that. But I'll show you a little bit on how to make it. It's really simple. We'll leave a link to where you can find the pattern again in the description below. But kudos to Jennifer Jones. This is an amazing pattern and I really love it. And it was so much fun to sew. Maggie did a lot of the sewing at the quilt show. And we did most of the sewing at the quilt show. All right. So what is left now is to make these last 2 blocks and show you how to do that.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Nice.
Okay, so that was dirty. Let's talk about my setup here, my little nest, if you will. Obviously, I've got my sewing machine, got what I'm going to sew. I have a pressing mat. I have an iron. I have my cutting board with some tools. I don't have to get up to do this. So this is one of the ways that you can make your sewing day go really quickly. Okay, let's talk about what we're making today. We are making half square triangles. So I'm going to take a piece of this, and I'm going to take this, whoops, and throw it on my lap. You might not be able to see it, but there is a line down the center. And I'm going to put those 2 right sides together. Put my glasses on so I can see. I have the wrong foot on my machine. Let's see if we can't fix that right quick. This foot that I've got on my machine, just as a side note, helps you go through thicker things. It is called a tank foot. Isn't that funny looking? And it kind of is almost a walking foot. These little feet on the bottom kind of grab separately. Anyway, it's really helpful. Not necessarily if you're going to quilt on this machine. At that point, you're going to want your walking foot. But it is helpful if you're going through a fair number of layers. And I was last night. So I put that on there. Okay. That little tutorial is over. Back to this one. Okay, so I've got my squares lined up as best as possible. And I'm going to sew a 1/4 of an inch on either side of the drawn line. And I'm going to make it a pretty scant 1/4 of an inch because I want to be able to cut this and trim it down. So I'm just going to take every one of these, if I can get my fingers to work, through the machine. Like so. And we'll just do 2 because that's enough to do a block. And then I'm going to spin it around and do this other side. Now we did most of this quilting at the quilt show on our vintage 15. So that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of people stop and ask questions about our machine and everything. But because the setup for the camera and everything is near this machine, I just thought I would do this on the filming on my Juki. Okay, now when I have a lot of pieces to cut, I'll go over and cut it at the cutting station. But I've just got these 2, so I'm just going to run my scissors down that line. This is why you don't have to worry about what you draw your line with. You can draw it with a pen, you can draw it with a pencil, you can draw it with things that go away, but you're cutting on the line, so that kind of makes the line go away. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Okay, let's press this to the dark side. So we're going to line them up like this. Okay, and I'm going to give those a little shot right there to set the seams. And then I'm going to turn it over and press that like so. And again, we're being careful to not distort our squares. There we go. And last one. There. Now I'm going to take it over here to my cutting mat. And I'm going to, this is the block lock, and I have a tutorial on how to use this block lock, and I'll leave a link to that also in the description below. Okay, but basically I'm just going to trim these up so they're nice and square. And again, I can't give you the size that I'm trimming it to because it is not my pattern. But it is not a difficult quilt to do, so I encourage you. It is just stunning. I love the two stars that you end up seeing in it. The one from out of the background, and then there's one out of the colored fabric or the print fabric too. So I just think it is really a brilliant quilt design. It's two. Got two more. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there I go again, getting all quiet when I'm concentrating, huh? Okay. Now, we had a lot of fun at the quilt show. Sorry we didn't take any videos of it. We got real busy real quick, and it just, the days went away and we didn't get any videoing done. But I met a lot of you. You came up and said hello to me, and that was so much fun. Okay, let's put our block together. And this is the only block in the whole quilt. There it is right there. So we're going to put those two together and these two together. Going to budge those seams up together or nest the seams. I think the only person I've ever heard say budge is, would it be Mary from Mary Mabel Quilting? She's so cute, and I love watching her channel. She says budge instead of nest. I think that's cute. I really like her channel. Mary Mabel Quilting YouTube video. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, those two are done. Now I'm going to go ahead and press these seams open so that it's a little bit easier to put everything together. If you just do it to one side or another, when you're going and doing the putting together of all the blocks, it can kind of get a little bit, you don't know which way you're going to turn the block to make it work in the overall pattern. So you don't know which way to turn to turn your seams so you would be able to nest. So in that case, pressing them open is the way to go. So we've got those pressed open. Now what I like to do when I'm pressing something open like that is I am going to put just one pin, and I put it just past that seam. I put it right here. That just seems to work best for me. Okay, so I've got my one pin in there. I'm going to go ahead and nest that seam right there. And I'm going to make sure my seams didn't flip over. And I'm going to sew right to my needle, and then I'm going to take that out. I'm going to nest that other corner. There we go. And let's get this one pressed over. The pressing is what takes the longest on this, isn't it? But you know what? Put on a podcast or something and just listen. And oh, we do need to cut that little string that held those two to our webbing string. It's real hard to open that centerpiece if you got it webbed shut. Go. This is a great quilt to chain piece. Ouch, that's hot. It's almost like it's an iron or something. Okay, let's give it a little zhuzh up here. There we go. And there's our block. I'll get the other block finished. We will put those two up on the design wall, and then we're going to take each row and sew the row together, and then we'll sew all the rows together. We'll get it on Eleanor, and I'll show you that.
All right. So you can see we've got the quilt on the long arm. Eleanor, she is getting I think it's an edge-to-edge pattern called Whirlwind. And we decided to go with a green thread because we thought it really kind of tied all the colors together and it looked great against the black. So yeah, we went with a reddish kind of florally background color for the back, and I think it just looks amazing. The green looks great with that too. But yeah, we'll just keep on sewing away, let Eleanor get to work and dodge all the puppies. So yeah.
All right, this is one you don't often get to see very often. This is Willow.
Yeah.
She's one of my Great Danes, and she's usually running someplace. Right now, she's laying on me, pushing me against the quilt. Love how this quilt turned out. It was so much fun to make. This, again, is the Ramona Quilt by Jennifer Jones. It turned out 64 by 64, so a nice lap-size quilt. This quilt is going to be going to Julie, and where's she from, Savannah? Hartwell, Georgia. So Julie, get ready. It's coming to you. Thank you so much for signing up. Another great big thank you to everybody that was at the quilt show.
Yes.
It was
so nice. Everyone that came over to the table to sign up was just so friendly.
Had a lot of
turned out great.
Yeah. Had a lot of people come that have seen our YouTube channels. Hi, Domino. That were just really gracious, and it's always so much fun to meet you all. And for the lady that watched my videos until 3 in the morning and came by and told me the next day, sorry. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Do all the things that make that algorithm sing. And until next time, stay quilting. Bye.
I forgot your other catchphrase. So
I forgot it too, so I said
quilting.
that one. Yep.